Hey there, welcome back to Move Mountains Pilates. My name is Jess and I have week 3 of your March Madness recap for you. So we again have the classic March Madness moves mixed in with some of those Club Pilates variations. Some of the moves are similar to ones we've already done in previous weeks, such as roll up and roll over. We have some different variations that are very similar, but just kind of build upon that. So if you remember back to whatever week it was when we did the roll up, I think it was week 1, we used the flex band for that. And that was very helpful. So you might want to grab your flex band for this. I'm not using mine today, but you did the roll up week 1. So for these things, I'll let you know which exercise you might appreciate having a band with. And then take your breaks and modify as needed. Please, please, please. This week I find is filled with some more advanced moves, or even the ones that aren't quite as advanced require a lot of like hip flexor strength, which is usually a weak area for most humans. So take your breaks and do what you can and modify as needed. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get right into it. We're gonna start lying down flat on your back. Okay, so we're starting with one of the Club Pilates March Madness variations, which is just toe taps. So let's find imprint, draw the ribs down to the mat, connect through the core, lift one leg to tabletop, second leg follows, and you're still sturdy in that imprint position. Then let's exhale, draw one toe towards the mat. Inhale, lift, exhale, change sides. Now, instead of just bending at your knee, because that's not gonna do a whole lot for you, you're going to move from your hip. The knee actually doesn't move at all. It stays bent to 90. Nothing changes in the knee. It's all about opening from your hip, and that's what's gonna give you that core work. That's where you're fighting to hold your imprint. And you'll notice my hands automatically went to my ribs and hips. I find I always do that, especially for like a toe tap motion. It's just such a good prep to give you that awareness of your pelvis and of your stability. It's one that I use all the time as just a nice little warm up. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one there, and then you can rest. Good, okay. Now, another Club Pilates kind of variation was bicycle, but not like the full version. So we're gonna go scissors and then into bicycle. Let's find imprint, lift your legs, curl up, and reach your legs straight to the sky. Scissors, you're gonna open and then open. Maybe with a little pulse, pulling open deeper. And your hands might pull that leg towards you a little bit more each time. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Now, of course, you could do this with one hand behind your head, or maybe lower yourself down and just do the legs and hold yourself in imprint. Whatever makes this work for you. We're just gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1, little break, and then turning that into bicycle legs, which is kind of just like a fancy single leg stretch. So let's this time start tabletop. We'll again curl up if it works for you. This time, let's do hands behind the head. Shoot one leg up to the sky, send it down and away. And then curl it back in, other leg shoots up, send it down on the way. And then you're gonna keep going, make that more fluid, like you're riding a bike. So legs are just gonna pass through, flicking your toe to the sky, and then reaching that leg long. Exhaling when that leg's at its lowest point. Can you pedal backwards? Swing that leg up and back, like you're riding your bike backwards. Just breathing as you go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Little break. Now remember those bicycle legs, because we're also gonna head into the full version after we go into shoulder bridge, which is a March Madness move for both Club Pilates and normal Pilates world. So feet are flat, Arms long by the sides. Let's hinge. Lift your hips straight up. Inhale, just hinge down, warming up through your bridges. Exhale, lift, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, lower. Going up and down with just a long neutral spine, keeping the spine straight and just bending at the crease of your hips. We'll go for 3. And if this is what feels best for you today, stay there. Otherwise, we're gonna hold your last one up. We'll do a little prep for the full shoulder bridge. We're just gonna do marches. Lift one leg tabletop, change sides. Can you keep your hips level? If that doesn't feel so good, keeping hips level up high at the top, then just drop the hips down a little. You could do this down a little lower. Whatever height feels best for you. Let's finish up 1 or 2, and then hinge yourself down. You could stick with that. Otherwise, full shoulder bridge, we're up there for longer, and you have 3 kicks on one leg, straight legs. So let's do it together. Exhale, press up. Let's reach one leg straight to the sky. Lower it down away from you, lift it back up. 3 kicks total. And after the 3rd one, we change sides. Right away, lift that other leg and lower and lift. Only lowering so low that you prevent the low back from arching. So probably thighs just go flush to each other. And then hinge back down. And we'll repeat. 1 more round. This time, let's start with the leg you didn't start on last time. Lift, reach up. Can you flex the ankle as you lower, then point as you lift? Flex and point, lift. 1 more time. And then we switch. Last time. And then lower yourself down completely. Hug the knees. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna send it into your full bridge. Sorry, your full scissor and bicycle. So you'll need some room above your head. If you've got like spine stuff going on and weight bearing on your shoulders and going upside down doesn't feel good, don't do it. Stick with this scissor and bicycle stuff we already did. Otherwise, give yourself some space. Now, start with your arms long by your sides. Lift the legs. Shoot them straight out, kind of like your rollover to get into it. We're gonna lift the legs, take them over, put your hands right on your hips, and straighten your legs up to the sky, just to where it feels good. We'll start with the scissors. 1 leg down, the other pulses up. So you open deeper. Just trying to stabilize your pelvis in space. And your body weight should be between the shoulders, not so much on the neck, and also on the upper arms. Feel the glutes squeeze at the top each time. And then let's just right away turn those into bicycles. Fancy legs. Isn't this fun? I used to do this as a kid all the time, like just watching TV, just upside down, hanging out. It's really funny that now I'm a Pilates instructor and this is one of the exercises. Seriously. Reverse. Feels weird going backwards up here. I feel like I'm gonna get a knee in the face. Keep going, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you meet your legs together at the top? And then arms lower, you lower, and you relax. Awesome job with that. Now, let's scooch back so you have space for your whole body to rest long on the mat. Legs are straight. We're going into neck pull next, which is really just like a slight variation from roll up. So this is where you might grab your band for a little extra assistance if you like that for roll up that we did a week or 2 ago. Let's flex the ankles. If you're not using the band, we're gonna do hands behind the head for this one, so it's gonna be harder. You could stick with arms reaching to make it a little bit easier. Otherwise, the neck pull is done with hands behind the head. Let's tuck the chin. Exhale, curl up. Through your ab prep, you're gonna curl all the way up and over, look at the knees, and then just sit up tall. Then, from tall, can you hinge at your hips and then roll back, bone by bone. And we repeat, curl up, pull through the neck, essentially, Really, you're pulling through your abs. Your hands are just like there behind your head. You're not actually like pulling your neck too much. Now, lean back, lift your chest. Just lean as far as you can with a straight spine, then you curl. Let's try 2 more. Exhale during those hard parts. Reach out of those feet. 1 more time. Okay, we're gonna go up there once more and stay up this time. So much work. Flop forwards, turn the head side to side, release. Awesome, so that's your neck pull. Very similar to roll up, that difference of having your hands behind your head is just gonna make it a little harder. Now, spine twist, one we know and love. We're gonna take legs wider than the mat, similar to your saw setup. Sitting really, really tall, and you could always bend the knees or even sit up on a block or a pillow. Let's try arms wide to the sides. We twist, we back off a little, we twist deeper and deeper, then we unwind. So, just like any kind of spine twist we do in Pilates, except you do have those 3 pulses. Exhale, 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 inhale, unwind. Watching that as you do this, you're not trying to lead with the arms spinning you around. Instead, your hands are just an extension of your collarbones. The arms are staying pretty stable. Shoulders should feel set. The shoulders shouldn't feel like they're moving around at all. Instead, you're twisting from your waist. Let's do 4 more. Grow taller, lifting up and out of your hips. I'm gonna bend my knees a little. My hip flexors are sore today, and they're feeling it already. 1 more per side. Rooting down through those hips, keeping hips stable. And then release. Awesome. Okay, the next one we're going into is a more advanced one called hip twist. It's kind of a weird, wonky one. You have 2 options. Either way, legs are stuck out straight. You can either lean back on your hands or drop it down to elbows, whatever feels best for you. I think I might do hands today. I'm gonna have my fingers pointing kind of out to the sides. You can do wherever is most comfortable for your wrist. You might do fingers pointed forwards. I find it best with fingers pointed back. Roll the shoulders open, tuck your tail. We're gonna bend the knees to get them up there. Stick the legs up straight, you're in a teaser shape. And then we circle those legs around to one side, up and over the other side. Pause at the top, reverse directions. It's a weird one. Lots of hip flexor strength. Great for my sore hip flexors today. Try to keep your shoulders still. If you find that you're swinging from arm to arm, you're probably making the motion too big. It's a big exhale to go around. Inhale, pause at the top. Hips are allowed to move, but your torso stays stable. Chest stays lifted up and out of shoulders. Let's try 1 more per side. Twisting the hips. And then that's enough of that. Whew. Take any stretch that feels good. Okay, next we're going on to our side. We're gonna do long line, like legs are straight, except your feet are forwards of your body. So it might be most helpful to line your back up to the back edge of your mat. Then just pick up your feet and put them a little bit forwards of where your hips are. That's gonna give you more stability. Flex your ankles, and then we lift the top leg just hip height, kick forwards, little pulse, swing it back nice and long. Reach and long swing. Kick, swing it back. Can you keep your torso stable? Zipper up through your waist, find your mouse hole. Now, traditional choreography, you are flexing your foot forwards, pointing the toe going back. That's how they do it in the Stott repertoire anyways. Personally, I like it the other way. I like pointing my toe forwards, flexing back. I feel like that's the way we move our ankles through most exercises. And then this one, for whatever reason, is just different. So you could try both, see what you like best. The aim of the game is just strengthening this outer glute while finding torso stability. So also getting into deep core. Let's just finish off 2 more. And it might be a little inhale, sniff breath on the pulse. Long exhale back. Okay, let's just swing it around to the other side. Line up the body. Pick up the feet, put them in front of you, flexing the ankles. Long through your torso though. Watch that you haven't tucked your tail. Stick the tail out. Then we hover and we kick. Watch out for your string lights. Kick, kick, pull it back. Squeeze the glute as you reach it back. I think I'm gonna go with my other ankle alignment just for this side so I don't hit my string lights. But you do whatever one your heart desires. Squeezing the glute. How far back can you reach your leg before your body wants to arch? Find the back of your bum. Let's finish 2 more. And last one. And then lower it down. Okay, let's come up to seated for this one. We have one more exercise, and it's teaser. Your beloved or dreaded Pilates teaser. We're gonna do some preps to get us there. Seated. Knees bent, arms reach forwards and your tail's tucked. Sort of a half rollback position, except instead of rounding through your whole spine, the upper spine's lifted. So it's a J curve, we call it. Tail tucked, upper spine lifted. Now, bring your knees a little closer towards you. Just go to your tiptoes. Extend one leg. Bend, change sides. Keeping your thighs level, flush to each other. How much can you extend your leg? It's okay if it doesn't fully go straight. The teaser does require a ton of hip flexor strength and hamstring length and core strength and mobility, a bunch of things. That's why it's so hard for so many people. Now, can you maybe progress to double legs? Finding your balance. Even if you just go tabletop and then tap your toes down, that's a good spot to start too, especially if it's the hamstring strength or hip flexor strength that's limiting you. Okay, let's finish one more because my hip flexors are dying. Take a second. I did a bar class yesterday, and then also I had to go to a different studio to get set up for opening and grab a key. So I was like, well, I'm not going to drive all the way for nothing. So I also did a yoga class. So I'm a little tired, but that's okay. Let's get through this teaser and then it will be all done. We're gonna now make sure you have space behind you. Find that same start position. Let's leave just the toes touching to start. Can you roll down? Lay on your back, head goes down last. Use the arms to guide the way. Scoop the belly, lift your chest towards your thighs. All squished up, chest to thighs at the top. Then can we do it this time with one leg straight? My toes cramped. Don't mind my foot being weird. Just keep that leg straight, roll back up, change sides. Roll it back up. Tricky, tricky. You could always use your hands to grab your thighs. Now, if that's going all well and dandy, you could try full teaser with legs in the air. So, maybe you start just balancing bent knees. Can you roll down like that, flat on your back? And then can you roll up and find your balance, lifting your chest? Then maybe you progress to maybe just straight legs at the top, and then you could bend your knees and go through the rest of it. Or full choreography, can you keep your legs straight the whole time, reaching on that long diagonal? And then if that's doing well, maybe you add in the arms lifting above your head at the top. And if that's going well, maybe the arms stay by your head the whole time. Keeping arms by your ears as you roll down. That's a lot harder. Woo! Let's finish one more. We're gonna get up there one more time. Balance in your teaser the best you can, and then collapse. Great job. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. Those are your March Madness moves. We had, let's see, we did the neck pull, we did scissors and bicycle, both the prep and the like full version, shoulder bridge, spine twist. Ooh, I missed jackknife. We're not done yet. Sorry, you guys. Let's go back into it for one more. Jackknife is similar to roll up, roll over. So, I can't believe I almost forgot it. We're gonna get down onto our backs. And then send your legs out straight. Lift up, all the way up, but then at the top, squeeze the glutes and lift, kind of like how we did for that bicycle. Now, can you keep your legs long and reaching up and roll back down? Send the legs away from you and repeat. Lift, legs go over, squeeze the glutes, they reach up as high as possible, and then try to keep your hips to this open angle while lowering down. Toes to the sky. One more time. I'm so sorry we gotta do this again. I thought we were done, but not quite yet. All right, and then pop yourself up. And now we're done. It's a good thing I have my notes in front of me today because it's hard to keep track of all of those exercises, especially with the different like Club Pilates variations, but now we've done all of them. We did jackknife now, side kick, teaser, spine twist, shoulder bridge, scissors, bicycle, neck pull, and toe taps, that bonus Club Pilates move. So I hope you feel good. Your hip flexors might hurt a little bit tomorrow, but it's okay because you know how much you need your hip flexors for those more advanced Pilates movements, or at least now you do. I hope you feel good. Next week, hopefully we have a little less hip flexor intensity. I feel like this week had a bunch of like the really tough ones like teaser and jackknife and neck pull, the things that just like might not work anatomically for your body. So if it was a struggle today, it's okay. It might just be like your anatomy, the structure of your spine and all that. So you did the best you can anyways, and so did I. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.